In this part of the demo, I will present how to access GLASSWING and how to initiate creation of master data using GLASSWING. In this scenario, I will be initiating a request for material object, being a master data solution installed directly in your SAP system. GLASSWING can be accessed from Fiori, from a GUI transaction, or from a link in the browser. In this case, I am in a Fiori environment, and I will access GLASSWING by clicking Create Master Data. I'm welcomed with the Creation view, and on top I have a control panel. I can decide if I want to create, change, display, or extend an object. I can also go to the Workflow inbox to see if I have any tasks waiting for me in GLASSWING. I can switch to the Business Partner view in case I would like to manage Business Partner master data, only if I have the authorization to do so. The rest of the buttons are responsible for controlling the request, so the creation request that I will start. They will come up and become available depending on the step of the workflow. Below, we have key information that need to be filled in to initiate our request. It is defaulted that I will start creating a material object, also known as product. And then I have to select a subtype. Subtype is connected to your material type in SAP, but in GLASSWING we can split it into subgroups and therefore the name subtype. In this demo, I will simulate creation or request for creation of a finished good. Next, I will select where it should be created. We have a selection of many locations, because in GLASSWING we gather organizational data and group them into understandable for business locations. So I select Waldorf in Germany. GLASSWING will then default storage location where it needs to be created, and generate the view below the view where we will actually maintain data. For this user, we have to do actions in text, global, and classification. Everything is controlled by the access for the user, and the tabs generate based on this access, so following from left to right. This requester, as this will be a first step of a workflow, will maintain descriptions. And when the description is maintained, the asterisk disappears so the user can follow. Go to the Global tab now. In the Global tab, the user will see an interface that is tailored for them based on their access. So as you can see, both fields and profiles have an ownership assigned to them. This user can maintain fields and profiles assigned to basic ownership. The view can vary if, for example, if the status group was at a different ownership. This user will have a simpler interface, so GLASSWING can be tailored to see as little or as much as we need. In this case, the user will start by selecting a profile for segmentation. You can select if this is standard creation or if it's a critical part. If it was critical, we could set an SLA or a deadline for shorter. In this case, it is standard and we can continue further. The view below can also be sorted and grouped for your specific needs. When we want to select basic unit of measure limited, list will present to us based on the material type where we can define which units are available for that material, where we cannot make rules. We will make the limitations so that the users select from what is valid for the particular material type. Other values are filled in manually, and some other ones are predefined already, such as units, material group, and the status as well. When I maintain net weight in this case, we have our rule to copy it directly to cross weight, and so all the fields on the Global tab are maintained. The user now has to just go to the Classification tab and maintain a characteristic. In the category 1 characteristic, we have an asterisk, so that's where the user needs to take an action, selecting the steel characteristic. I will present a simple dependency, because if we select steel, then category 2 can only be tube, and GLASSWING automatically derives the value. Now, with all of the asterisks being gone, the user can add optional data in other tabs, can also add an attachment, but doesn't have to. These are optional, so having all the mandatory fields completed, the user can now save requests, and by saving request. This request for a material is passed to the next ownership, who will complete plant-specific data. The user gets a confirmation, and the object number is generated. However, the material is not created yet. It is in a staging area waiting for all the responsibilities, all the ownerships to complete their parts.